Evet. Hepiniz hoş geldiniz.
Hello, I'd like to welcome you all. As it's been said by Mr. Murat, I'd like to welcome you to the 9th YISAD Flat Steel Conference and Eurometal Steel Day, which is jointly coordinated. As you know, as YISAD, we're a member of Eurometal. Who Eurometal is in fact the corresponding member of Eurometal of YISAD, on behalf of YISAD, and I'm on the executive board of Eurometal. And still, I would like to also congratulate SteelOrbis team for this successful event. Our collaboration with Eurometal is in fact has a great positive contribution to our trade with Europe. And I hope that this is going to be continuing in the future as well. Our main purpose is, in fact, to increase the volume of trade with the European countries based on the common interests. This is one of the main targets for YISAD. In the recent 5 or 6 years, the steel trade globally, based on the preventative measures, has changed its shape. In the past, we used to talk about globalization on the commerce side. However, today we're talking about regionalization and we're talking about the conservatism. And this began, in fact, with 232nd article of Trump by bringing 25% of a tax to the import to the United States. Parallel to this, in Europe, as you will know, there are several quotas to be applied. So there was a forced situation, in fact, even though it wasn't something that was very much desired due to various reasons. So what has happened? Okay, who benefited from this 25%? Well, to tell you the truth, this, in fact, has given a great opportunity to the United States producers. More than 10 million tons capacity has been added during the last decade in the United States. They made investments which they were postponing for several years. And they have renewed themselves by making best use of this opportunity. Now, in this regard, Europe was a little bit behind, lagging behind, even though they were successful at the beginning. At the moment, we have this carbon payment at the customs, and there is a necessity to make some investments to the furnaces. And in this regard, the steel producers are funded by the European Union at the moment. A couple of months ago, I joined a conference and I was there with a European manufacturer, and he was talking about the funds provided by the European Union. And I asked him whether they were given as incentive by the government, and he said yes. And then I said, thank you. Let's record this because I'm going to make a complaint to our government, because when you are getting an incentive, then we're going to have an CBD, an added tax to be applied. Then he just kept silent. He said it's not the case, but this is another long story to tell you the truth. Now, all these investments, while these investments were made, to shortly summarize 2023, there have been several challenges as well, especially the inflation, high interest rates had an impact, a negative impact on demand. And I believe this is going to continue for 2024 as well. But at the end of the day, things are going on. And when we began 2023, we came across with the Ukrainian-Russia war, and then we came across with the earthquake disaster in our country. And today we have the war between Palestine and Israel. These all have different types of effect and impact on the commerce globally, bringing so many negativities, but also some opportunities, which we do not, of course, approve. On the other side, the Suez Canal has been closed. And looking at the American side, we see that there are some problematic issues on Panama as well. The number of the ships to be passed have been decreased to half. So it's not very operational there. Now, we prepared a great agenda for you. We have 3 speakers from Eurometal. We have valuable speakers from Turkey. They're going to share their opinion with you. They're going to try to share their knowledge with you. Therefore, we're not going to be only focused on what's been going on in Turkey. Veysel Bey, in fact, is going to talk about this in detail later on. But we're going to be focusing on the world globally. And we had something good about 2023. First of all, it was the 100th anniversary of our republic, which was gifted by Atatürk to the young people and women. And I would like to thank you for your patience and attendance to this meeting. Thank you. Well, I'm going to invite Alexander, but I forgot. I'm sorry, Alexander, forgive me. Well, he is the vice president of Eurometal. Alexander is going to share the knowledge about Europe, about Eurometal. The floor is yours, sir.